This video will show you how to take your home science experiment video and post it to our class blog. The first thing you need to do is put your video on your ISB YouTube channel. And here's how to do that. So you should be in your Gmail, your school Gmail. Go to the upper right where you see that little apps grid. Click it and you can select YouTube. From YouTube, you'll see that there's a button that says Upload. Click that and you can drag or select your file. One comment about privacy settings. Public means anybody can see it. Unlisted means they can only see it if you send them the link. Private means only specific users that you specify can see it. Don't use that for the blog because no one will be able to see it. You can use unlisted if you don't want your video to show up to anyone on YouTube. Public means anyone on YouTube can see it. I'm just going to leave it for public for now. And I'm going to show you what happens when I take a video, which I've got on my desktop, and I drag it here. So you'll notice it uploads pretty quickly. It will also process, and then we'll have to publish it, which we can't publish yet, although I believe I can push that, and it will say once processing is complete, it will tell us where the video is. So we'll have to come back, but in the meantime, we need to go to WordPress and the blog. And you should have gotten an email from WordPress that said Home Science Experiments Joining Confirmation. When you open that, there's two links in there. The first one is just the link to the blog. The second one is a link to accept the invitation. You need to push that, click that, and acknowledge that you've been invited and be willing to join. Once you've done that, since I've already done it, I will not click on it because, well, we'll see what happens. It should say something like, yes, it's an error because I've already logged in. But I'm going to go to the website itself. Remember, if you haven't ever pushed that button to accept the invite, you need to. But if you already have, then you click on the website. Now, I need to log in. And the username should be your student ID number, 11173 or 16584 or whatever that is. The password should be the same thing, but with just the letters ISB in front of them. It's possible you made your own password or you changed it, or that doesn't work. Just click on Lost Your Password, type in your email address, and you'll get a message with a link to reset your password. In any case, I'm going to go ahead and log in just so you see how this looks. And it asks me to prove my humanity so that I'm really a person and not some strange robot. I answer the math question and I log in, and I'm here at the dashboard. Let me just check quickly if my video has finished processing and published. 95%. We're almost done. Oh, look at that. It looks like it's ready. I'm going to go ahead and click and see if I can get it to open up. There it is. Let me just pause that. The reason I opened it is because I want this URL here when I go to the WordPress blog. We'll come back to that in a minute. Here we are at the dashboard. That's where you do all the mechanics for the blog, and then you get to see what it looks like when you're done. You need to look on the left side for this link called Posts, and the menu that pops up, you click Add New. I'm going to go ahead and give it a title, which is Egg, Water, Salt Water, Home Density Experiment, we'll call it. And now in the box here, this is where I go and I find the full URL. Full URL is good because it will put a video player inside your blog. When I click on that, look at that, it already turned it into the video. And before I publish, don't publish yet, you need to go down to this area called Categories. This is where you find your class section. Are you a Mr. Kingdon student in carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, or oxygen? Then tick whichever one is yours. If you're Mr. Herman student, a flamingo, a thorny devil, a turkey, or a walrus, which I'll be, you tick that and publish. Now, I'll show you in a minute what that looks like as I close these tabs. So this is what the post looks like, but now we need to go up to Home Science Experiments in the top menu and click Visit Site. And you should see your home science experiment on the front page as well. However, it will keep getting pushed down as other classmates of yours post theirs. What you will also notice is if you go to a different section than what you're in, carbon, you will not see your video because you're not in carbon and you didn't tick the carbon category. If you go to walruses, which is the category that I ticked, so of course you would tick whatever class you're in, but I ticked the category for walruses, and sure enough, there's my video. And so what we can now do is we can watch each other's videos and we can comment on them. And we can say things like, "Nice video, Mr. Herman. No wonder you are our favorite teacher." And post comment. Mr. King and I will have to approve your comments to make sure that they are constructive and friendly, but go ahead, see it says your comment is awaiting moderation. We will approve those as soon as we see them. That's all. Enjoy. Have fun seeing your classmates' home science experiments and chatting about them on the website.